Hello and welcome to my updated Keynote presentation on how to use Apple Keynote. Um, we'll begin by running Keynote. This is version 7, which is the latest one. It's 2016 right now in October. And we're just going to begin by starting a new document. And we're going to choose cream paper. I want something light so I can show you what it looks like for some various transitions. So choose this one. And oops, I just made a mistake. I'm going to start that over again. I forgot to switch to wide. So always switch to wide because most presentations are on widescreen now. Unless you're doing a standard depth presentation, you have an old projector that is still 4:3, then you can choose standard. This one we're going to go to wide and go cream paper and click choose. And you notice on my screen right now the image is quite large. So if you hold down the Command Shift and then the comma, which is the less than sign, it will shrink down the size of the slide. So you can make it so it fits nicely. Okay. Now, we're going to be doing a presentation on photography tips. So if you double click there, we type photography tips. And just put your name down here. Hi, that's me. And then your first slide's done. Now you're just going to add a new slide, and when you do, you can choose from different master templates. In this case, we're going to choose one that has like a title, bullets, and a photograph. So choose this one, and we're going to say tip number 1, rule of thirds. Then we'll just put in some text that says, imagine a tic-tac-toe grid on your photograph. And then step 2, place the main image in one of the intersections of the grid. And that's a general rule for rule of thirds. Now, what we're going to do now is, and I have to get some pictures here. Let's grab some pictures off my desktop. And we're going to take one of the rule of thirds photos, which is this one. And literally all you have to do is drag it into this spot. This is a placeholder for a photograph. Drop it in. There's a perfect rule of thirds photograph showing you the tic-tac-toe grid, and then the main object intersection is where the object is. Now, we're going to go on to another slide. Use the same template. I'm going to say tip number 2. Using lines. And so this is look for lines in your photographs. Photographic composition. And that would be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal lines. Okay. And horizontal lines give the impression of restfulness or peacefulness. Someone sleeping, sleeping, or a horizon. And vertical lines show strength or growth, as in skyscrapers or trees. Okay, so there's some information just on how to look for lines in a photograph. And then we're just going to throw in one of our photographs. We'll throw in the horizontal line one. There we go. Now for the last slide, we're just going to throw in some photographs. We're going to throw in a bunch at the end, and I guess they will be related to the line. So I'm just going to throw in all the different line photographs that I've got. So I think we're going to reuse the horizontal one up here. got a vertical one for over here. Really should have used a tall one, but you still get the idea with the vertical. Because I want to use the diagonal lines in this square over here because it's such a nice photograph. There we go, nice diagonal lines showing it off to a vanishing point in the distance. Okay, so there we go. We have our first Keynote presentation started, at least. And in the next video, we're going to learn how to do transitions and then animations.